the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
He's going to try and do this himself.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
You look at this Niner defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would have...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's taken on the 25. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Bass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Bass. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 66 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
9 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Off-play action. Bass fights through it, stays on his feet, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Up the middle they go. It's Stevenson.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Stevenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Bass. Man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Huskies post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And it's a fumble.
It looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On second down now. It's Alexander, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion left, that's Reed. On third down, Alexander. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a give, right side. Stevenson, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Bass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing on first down. Bass. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding the one after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Right back to him on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stevenson down to the 25. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. It inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Huskies.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Niners are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
On first down, Bass. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Throwing after the interception. Bass. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Able to push his way through. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here. First and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the left here to Reed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills And
now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have another first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Third down and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Condors locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 21-18, your final.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Alexander. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
He's going to keep this again. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 49ers 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bass. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on third down. Bass. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Alexander. There he goes, left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll set up to throw. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 8 yards on the pick up there, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. They're hauling it in, Nelson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football. It will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Here's second and 10.
Complete. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Now a give right side. Stevenson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
4 yards to go.
Back to throw. Bass. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll run on first down. Alexander. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just look